Yeah, I said it. There's gonna be, and I'm according to the good that you do, right? Essentially, when you're doing good things, good deeds for humanity, this thing, a major roadblock, a major bump in the in the Messiah's um, equation. Okay, essentially, communication. That's a big issue, and perfect, but there does tend to be a lot of connectivity issue, which translates into verbal um, verbal anomalies where you can't quite communicate as well as you could or wish to, and that is why we must learn the equation of numerology. Very simple numerology. Just add everything up and you get a single digit, right? And as in, as for the last video, we're going on how a fox's fur is red, right? We have a fox, and its fur is red, and red equals to 9. Okay, what does fox actually equal to? Good question. I like questions, right? F equals 6. Um, O equals 15, and X equals 24. Well, I don't know if you guys see that, but 15 equals 6, and 24 equals 6. So essentially, you add the sixes together. What do you get? 9, right? Yeah, because I mean, 6 plus 6 equals 12, and that's just redundant because you add another 6, you get an 18, and you get a 9. We already explained this. So, two step with Lucifer right here, okay? So, fur is red, digging holes, catching mice. That's This is the Messiah right here. Who this Yovis, that's why I pronounce these letters or group of letters, Yovis. This guy's a motherfucking genius. Man, mad props to Yovis for making this song because it's beautiful. It's man. But if you meet a friendly host, will you communicate by more? How will you speak to that? What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What does the fox say? The secret of ancient mystery, huh? Notice when he says somewhere in the woods, it kind of sounds like he's saying somewhere in the words. You know, this is the Messiah, like Jesus. I can clearly hear him say words right there. Not that the lyrics have anything to do with, you know. Yeah. So 3. What a mystery. Ancient mystery. Yeah, because 3, 6, and 9 have been kept a secret up until recently. Notice how everything has been laid out in 3, 6, and 9. Multiples of 3, 6, and 9. We got a 6 pack of soda, 6 pack of beer, whatever. We got 12 packs. And then they just started adding more and more, like you got 18 pack, you got 24 pack. So it's fairly relative how this dimension that we're in is not the third dimension, but it is 3 cubed in a way, you know? At least that's how I see it. It might kind of it might throw people off for a spin, but hey, life is a constant spinning orbital cycle, right? Or so we're led to believe. So what is the sound? What is he talking about? Well, let's see if we get anything out of sound. Okay. We got ND is crossed off because it doesn't, it adds up to 9, so it doesn't really add up to anything. O and U crossed off, so you get 1. You get a 19, but you add 1 and 9 and you equals 1. So the sound is basically alpha, because J or S equal A, right? The J and the S, you add, S is the 19th letter in the English alphabet, so that equals a 10, and 1 and 0 equals A, or the alpha. So essentially you get a question, which is what is your sound? Will we ever know? Well, if we can add numbers, yeah, we can. It's rather simple getting a 9 out of the word fox, and red is a 9. That's why ironically and iconically the fox is red, because essentially it's following the same code or algorithm that life gives to us. Our basic structure, according to life, is DNA sequence, right? DNA sequence follows an algorithm that is laid upon us before our fathers and our mothers, of course. The mixture of DNA between man and woman give us a strand unique, uh, unlike their parents' um, algorithm. So you got so many algorithms breaking off and recombining to restructure a new family over and over again, time after time. You got basically like a vortex for every species going on. It's no wonder there's so much calamity here nowadays, because think about it. How long can this DNA structure sequence go on, cutting itself and recombining itself? You know, essentially, it's infinite, but at the same time, infinity has finite properties. That's why it's infinite, because um, it's like an arrow shooting straight, and the probabilities are finite. There's a probability that it'll keep going straight and it'll hit its target, but there's probabilities that the wind picks up and it shoots off sideways, right? So anything is possible, and the infinity line sequence or line segment of an arrow dictates its will. And if anything just managed to take it off its course, what can put it back on its course? It's not like it's gonna go whoop and like just go back to going straight. It's gonna skew off sideways, and even if another force pushes it back to heading towards where it came from, you got a skew of lines. You got to essentially, you got straight, and then you got the probability of going sideways, and it goes back, but essentially it's not gonna go straight anymore. It's just gonna go, keep going the other direction unless something pushes it back, and it'll sine wave, but it will never go straight as it was originally intended as. That being said, what does the fox say? Come on. Let's have fun with this. Because I've seen many people talk about the 333 and the 666 being, oh, the occult number. Oh, this isn't that Illuminati. Yo, if you ain't joined Illuminati already, get the fuck off my videos. Essentially, this is Illuminati. Illuminati should not be feared. Okay? The fear is fear itself, okay? Illuminati doesn't exist. A group of hoodlums, rich as fuck, like, could do anything they please, and they're called Illuminati. Come on. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. Okay, the occult symbolism is there, but it's hidden, like a fox hides in its cavern or whatever. So essentially, joining Illuminati is not a written consent contract. Okay? If you're watching this video, it's because you already joined Illuminati. Illuminati is of the enlightened ones. Illuminati is being able to perceive things that normal people cannot. So be proud of that fact that you are Illuminati. You are the Messiah. Essentially, everybody as a collective whole is supposed to be the Messiah, but many are called and few are chosen. Only those who are chosen are those that have made the choice to say, yeah, I'm for the cause of bringing enlightenment and bringing balance back to this world, because essentially everything is a balance. Okay? Everything is a balance. There's no if. There's only yes and no, black and white. And out of black and white comes out everything. Yellow, hand, beard, whatever. Just funny little sequence called anomaly of a DNA creates everything. Would you look at that? But yeah, this was Cometa Reyes. Just wanted to talk about this 333 and 666 stuff, because essentially it's getting out of hand. People are causing calamity, and it shouldn't be that way. But I'll talk about balance in the next video, and balance is where it's at. It's man.